Welcome one, welcome all, it's NK Surge, hope you're having a great day. You guys like that? Yeah, it's kind of new. Anyway, I've been playing a lot of Pokemon Unite. Whether it's with the boys or by myself, I actually really like this game. For those of you that don't know, Pokemon Unite is a MOBA, which translates to Multiplayer Online Battle Arena, created by Tencent Game or something like that. I don't remember the name. You can look it up yourself. Unlike other MOBAs though, this game is simple enough for a wide audience to understand and short enough to enjoy it easily. In the wise words of my good friend Eru,
if I'm going to get bodied, I would rather it just be a 10-minute match than a 45+ minute match.
which I agree with him. It makes it a lot easier to just pick up and play during a quick break. And of course, one of the major selling points of this game is that, well, it's Pokemon. And with a nice and even starting roster of 20 Pokemon, of course a lot of the 800 plus Pokemon didn't make the cut as playable characters. But with Gardevoir being the first Pokemon to get added after release, and with promise of 2 more being added soon, one of them being Blastoise and the other one yet to be revealed, it got me thinking, which Pokemon I would like to join this roster. I was originally planning on making this a simple top 7 like the ones I used to do, with explaining my reason behind each mon, and then I changed my mind. I decided to merge this top 7 with my usual making X game mentality, and went a lot more in depth than I was planning to. I will now not only give you my reasoning behind why this mon out of all 800 plus should be in the roster, but I will also give it its role. If it's a melee or a ranged, it's passive, it's move. But before we get started to all that, I gotta do the usual YouTube spiel because it's something that actually does really matter to me. So, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. I'm trying to hit 100 subscribers before October. That way I can celebrate my birthday, not just with 100 subscribers, but with a Pokemon Sleep Lock. For those of you that don't know what a Sleep Lock is, it's pretty much you play a Pokemon Nuzlocke in one sitting. The only way to really lose the Sleep Lock is by falling asleep. And if you're gonna comment which Pokemon you would like to see. Maybe you'll get as creative as I did with moves and passives and stuff like that. Then, of course, click the bell notification. That way you will see when any of my videos go live. In which, speaking of that, the pretty big video that I've been talking about is nearing completion. It is already in the editing process, so it won't be too long anymore. And you'll also get notifications of whenever I go live. This Saturday, aka tomorrow, we're streaming episode 2 of Shiny Hunting Adventures with Glass Unicorn of Oz, Turtle, and Gochuga. Hopefully we'll all get shinies this time. I'm also streaming Dark Souls, which we're currently at the bottom of the poison area. I don't really remember the swamp area with a big tree that you can fall off. If you know Dark Souls, you probably know what I'm talking about. And not only that, Pokemon Xenoverse will return as soon as I finish editing the highlights. And Journey Through Mario Party is always a surprise stream, since they always sort of happen out of nowhere. So also make sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram for heads up. And lastly, use my link to get yourself some Mao Energy, a sugar-free natural flavor powder that you put into your water to create an amazing energy drink. You can either get yourself a free trial, which is a tube of 60 servings using my link, or if you already use your free trial, you can always use the code MAO10 for a 10% discount on your next purchase. Now, on to the video. Disclaimer, I'm not an expert MOBA player. I don't have thousands of hours synced into MOBAs. So, if some of these moves sound like they're too broken, or the opposite, if they're too weak, make sure to let me know. I don't claim to be an expert on all this, but I do try my best. Some of these Pokemon might also not be the right roles. For example, one of them, I'm recording this post-recording, one of them turns out that as I was editing the audio for it, I sort of realized that it would work better as a defender than as an all-rounder, I believe I put him as. Number 7, Willowboom. Cinderace is already on the roster, and I would love for both Willowboom and Empoleon to join him, but I am a lot more biased for Willowboom, thanks to him being the starter I picked in Sword. And small plug for Uni, since I love her so much, since I didn't stream or record Pokemon Sword while playing it, if you want to see the team I had throughout my original journey in that game, check out her comic, Pokemon Royal. Yes, the person in the Zoro outfit Surge is yours truly. Now, Willowboom would be an all-rounder melee character. His passive, Grassy Surge, would slowly regenerate his health while being in tall grass. His level 1 and 3 moves, would be Special Move 1, Branch Poke, and Special Move 2. Branch Poke would act like a dash move, and once it hits level 5, it'll turn into either Grassy Glide, that'll pretty much act like a powered up Branch Poke, or into Drum Beating, which will act like an AoE around him, causing some damage to his opponents around him, and slowing them down a bit. This AoE would be around the same size as Alolan Ninetales' Aurora Veil. Meanwhile, with Special Move 2, Razor Leaf, it will act like a forward range attack that will shoot leaves forward. When you hit level 7, it will turn into the powered up version, Leaf Storm, but it'll have shorter and wider range, alongside a push effect. In short, yes, Grass type Blizzard. Or it will turn to Magical Leaf. Magical Leaf will act like 6 little shiny leaves that will home on top of your current target, and if your current target is in a state where it cannot be hit, this move will do 1/4 of the damage it would usually do. Then for a 2-9 move, G-Max Drum Solo. He will start playing his drums, and a giant branch will come out of the ground to the left of him and doing a side sweep, hitting any target in front of him and sending them flying. If they hit a wall, this will do extra damage. Number 6, Pkmn. I love the Fire Good Boy. He deserves a spot somewhere in this game. I was planning on making him a speedster, since in the anime and in the games he's always been like a fast Pokemon. But as I was doing some research, I found out that he's surprisingly defensive. So I put him as a defender with range attacks. For his passive, Intimidate. If an opponent has lower health than Pkmn, their attack will be cut by 1.5%. Level 1 and 3 moves, Special Move 1, Fire Fang, and Special Move 2, Flame Wheel. Now I know these moves are physical, and they will still be treated as that. I just thought it would be a lot more creative to make them ranged. So for Special Move 1, Fire Fang, it will act like a little cone AoE that will have a pair of fangs made out of fire, will appear and hit the target. At level 5, it can turn to either Roar. Again, a cone-like AoE that will cause a stun effect if hit by it, no damage though, or Morning Sun. A little sun will spawn in front of you and start healing you. You can cancel this, but the longer you're in it, the more you'll heal. Special Move 2, Flame Wheel, will shoot a fire wheel and drag the target away with it. At level 7, it will turn into either Will-O-Wisp. It will burn the target and slowly cause damage while cutting the affected Pokemon's attack by 1%, or into Overheat. This will cause a dome-shaped fire wave to come out of Pkmn, causing little damage while touching it, but pushing opponents away. For a 2-9 move, Blazing Roar. This will be a bigger roar that will cause damage and still have the stun effect, and with a chance of causing burn. Number 5, Empoleon. With the huge Gen 4 craze pretty much coming to its peak in a couple of months, I would love to see more Gen 4 mons join. And what better way to start it than with the starters? I picked Empoleon because I really like the penguin. Not more than Torterra, but with Venusaur already in the game, a slow, 4-legged grass starter, I thought Empoleon would be fun to do. As his role, he would be an attacker with melee attacks. His passive, Defiant. If he gets affected by something, its attack will increase by 0.5%. Its level 1 and 3 moves, Special Move 1, Peck, and Special Move 2, Aqua Jet. Peck will act like a stronger and longer basic attack, not much more to it. At level 5, it will turn into either Drell Peck, which will work a bit like Lucario's Bone Rush, without the teleporting to a bone at the end. The other move, it will turn into Ice Beam, which will pretty much just be a fat, weaker Solar Beam, with a chance to freeze. Meanwhile, your Special Move 2, Aqua Jet, will just be a dash attack that raises your speed for a while. Well, at level 7, it will turn into either Waterfall, which is going to be a powered up Aqua Jet, just that it will lose the speed up bonus for a stun effect. His other move will be Steel Wing. This will be a close up smack that will raise your defense for a short while. His Unite move will be Trident Pool. He will cover himself in water with the trident on his head becoming huge. Then jumps up in the air and stabs into the ground, causing damage to someone hit by it. This will cause a big whirlpool AoE to come out and drag minions and opponents to the middle of it. Number 4, Melmetal. With Zoroark in this game, this lets us know that unlike legendaries, mythical Pokemon actually have a chance to be playable. And even though I could have picked a mythical from another generation than Zoroark, a la Mew, or Celebi, or Jirachi, I decided to pick Melmetal because I think it would be pretty fun to make, and I mean, I was right. With the help from Gachuga, it was a lot of fun. Another attacker with melee attacks. I'm sorry for so many attackers. His passive Iron Fist will power up all punch moves by 1.2%. His level 1 and level 3 moves, Special Move 1, Thunder Shock, and Special Move 2, Harden. Special Move 1, Thunder Shock, will work like a small AoE circle around him, dealing damage. At level 5, it will turn into either Thunder Punch, which will work like a dash attack, or you can turn into Brutal Swing, which will work like Darkest Lariat from Incineroar and Smash, or like Garen from League of Legends. You'll start spinning in place, and if you move your joystick around, you'll be moving around, causing damage as you go. Special Move 2, Harden, will temporarily raise your defense, and at level 7, it will turn into either Double Iron Bash, which will act like a smack move. If the first hit connects, then a second hit will also hit you, which will cause you to fly back, or it will turn to a Gyro Ball. This will act a bit like Brutal Swing, just that a bit slower. If the Pokemon this is hitting are faster than Melmetal, then the damage will increase. For his Unite move, Steel Roller, he will melt his arms into a roller that will let you act like a, well, roller. You'll drag targets in front of you and deal constant damage as you have them on. So this could be used to push people off points, or just put them wherever the hell you want. If you want to drag someone to a teammate so you can have, 2v1, you can do that. Number 3, Tyranitar. Ttar is such a popular Pokemon. It would be a huge shame if he wasn't in this game. I mean, he's probably the most popular Gen 2 Mon alongside the starters and legendaries. Not only that, but we have 0 Gen 2 representation on this roster. 9 Gen 1 Mons, 2 Gen 3, 2 Gen 4, 1 Gen 5, 2 Gen 6, 2 Gen 7, and 2 Gen 8. There's only 1 Gen missing on this roster. So for Ttar, I was thinking that, again, he would be an attacker, but instead of being a melee like most people would be thinking, he would be a ranged attacker, with his passive being Sand Streak. It works similar to Snow Warning, but it will have a smaller area due to the fact that it will cast damage faster than Snow Warning. It also won't have the slow effect. Instead, it'll have a bit of a blinding effect. You'll still be able to see the screen. It won't be like Sand Mud Slap or whatever the one it is that causes you to not see the screen, but your vision will be a bit more limited while he's around. His level 1 and 3 moves, aka Special Move 1, Bite, and Special Move 2, Rock Throw. Bite will cause medium damage, but will also have a small stun. At level 5, this can turn into either Crunch, which will be a powered up version of Bite, and with a longer stun. The other move, though, will be Payback. If the user is hit before using this move, it does double damage. Special Move 2, though, Rock Throw, you will eat a rock in front of you to hit a target. That's pretty much it. And at level 7, it will turn into Stone Edge, with a wall of stone appearing from under the target. This is a chance to hit others, and it has a high crit chance. And also the wall of stones stays up for a short while. Or it can turn to Giga Impact, a powerful charge forward that will cause massive damage, but will leave you stunned for a short bit. For his Unite move, Sand Hurricane. This will be like his passive, but it will cause a lot more damage in a wider area and a lot faster. Number 2, Metagross. This is my favorite Gen 3 Mon, and I want him. That's all there is to it. All-rounder with melee moves. For its passive, Light Metal. When its health reaches 50% or lower, your movement speed will increase by 0.5%. Your level 1 and 3 moves, Special Move 1, Takedown, and Special Move 2, Zen Headbutt. Special Move 1, Takedown, will be the strongest level 1/level 3 move in the game, but it will cause you to take 1/4 damage of what you deal to the target. At level 5, it will turn into either Meteor Mash, a forward slam that will cause damage and raise your attack for a short while, or, I got really creative with this one, into Hammer Arm. This move will make Metagross raise one of his arms and smack it down on the target as a hammer. If hit, the target will be buried for a short while. Meanwhile, with Special Move 2, Zen Headbutt, I am sorry. I really am. This is again gonna be a stun move if you get hit by it. And I'm sorry, I don't like stunning, but god, it just makes sense for some of these mons that I want in the game. But no worries, at level 7, it can turn into either Psycho Cut, which will shoot a blade of energy in the form of an X, and has a high crit rate, or into Earthquake. I know Garchomp already has this move, and apparently Absol has Psycho Cut. I did not know this at the time of writing, but it works different enough, I think, and the same with EQ. Hear me out. For Metagross, he will raise his front legs and slam them into the floor, instead of doing a circle AoE like Garchomp around himself, it will be more like a cone AoE in front of him. Due to it being a smaller version of the move, I decided to make the Pokemon that get hit by this move slower, and for his Unite move, Metagross. Metagross will fly up in the air and drop himself down, doing big damage in an AoE area around his landing spot. And if you get hit directly by his body, you will get buried. Number 1. Zoroark. Seriously though, who didn't see this coming? If you saw my stream when I was playing Pokemon Unite, that was like one of my biggest complaints that he wasn't here, and Zora and Zoroark are my favorite mons in general, so of course I would want them here. I can imagine him as a speedster with ranged moves. For his passive, Illusion, well, this one was kind of hard to do, but I think I came up with a cool one. While you're at full health, you will be disguised as the lowest level on your team. If that is you, you will not be disguised as anything. For its level 1 and level 3 moves, Special Move 1, Snarl, Special Move 2, Hidden Power. Special Move 1, Snarl, will be a cone AoE that will lower the attack of a Pokemon hit by it, and also do damage. At level 5, it will turn into either Night Daze, a powerful cone AoE that will blind Pokemon hit by it for a short while, or into Dark Pulse. Shadow Energy will shoot out of Zoroark and hit anything in a circle around him. The move has a high crit rate. I didn't want to give them a stun. Special Move 2, Hidden Power. This is where I got a bit more creative with Hidden Power, since Hidden Power in the games works pretty differently than the way I'm going to have it working here. If this move hits its target while you're hitting inside tall grass, it will do double damage. Get it? Hidden Power. At level 7, it will turn into either Thief, a move that will have 2 usage. The first will be a weak hit that will allow you to steal Pokemon's Special Move 2, and for its second usage, it will use Special Move 2. Or this move can turn into Nasty Plot. This will power up Zoroark's attack and crit rate for a short while. For his Unite move, Night Sweeps. Zoroark will dash into its target and take them up in the air, where he will use a barrage of Night Slashes. It will do 4 hits each with high crit rate, and then a 5th hit that will slam the target into the ground. Well, that's it. Those are the 7 Pokemon that I would like in Unite and how I think they could possibly work. What do you think about all of them? Do you agree with my list? Do you disagree? Which Pokemon would you like to see? Is the Pokemon you want to see on this list, but you want him to work differently? Let me know how you would like them to work. Do you not like that I made Arcanine a defender instead of a speedster and an attacker? Let me know all that in the comment section below. As I said before, like, comment, subscribe, and all that, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.